done. Sent that to him. And perfect. Now that we've got the quorum, I'll call the meeting to order at 5:46 p.m. Apologize about the delay. For the members that are present, obviously we'll take the roll call vote to start out. I'm on an iPad, so I don't have yet. Mike, your friends, I'll start with you.
You broke up a little bit for me, Sean. I don't know.
Sorry, is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. So, yeah, it's 5:47 now. I'll call the meeting to order. September 2nd, 2022, the Milton School Building Committee. Present members right now, I apologize, I don't have a checkerboard in front of me. I'm first time using this iPad, so it's all new to me. But Mike, you're the first one that I see up there, so I'll start with you.
All right, Mike Zulus.
Just for saying present, or yeah.
Yep.
Okay, Mike Zulus, Carrie.
Carrie Hurley, present.
Perfect. Selena.
Present.
Perfect. And Betty.
Present.
And I'm not sure if Glenn got on yet, but he'll probably chime in once he starts. So first and only thing on the agenda tonight is to review and approve the pricing proposal that we received from BSC Group to do the land surveys that we've discussed at our past couple meetings. And it also includes the modifications that Aqua had mentioned on Monday night. So they rolled that in and kind of turned it around this week. So my hopes is to get that executed. It's within our budget right now. I think it's 20, I'll pull it up just to look, but I think it was around 25,600 or 25,700 or something like that. And we currently have about 27,000, luckily. But I think the thing that we want to talk about tonight too is, you know, by executing this contract kind of depletes us of all our funding. So the intent of trying to get the architects on board to do some conceptual designs for us probably won't happen, but I'm not, that's kind of what I want to discuss today too. But the main thing we're looking for is a vote to kind of approve that. So on Tuesday, I can kind of turn BSC Group loose and get them going. So I'll open up to any discussion.
Sean, I just wanted to let you know that Glenn Hoffman has joined.
Cool. Hey, Glenn.
Just because I know you can't see the.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
All right, I'll keep you informed. I can see it all.
No, I appreciate it. I can't. I'm trying. I'll switch to gallery. There we go. There we go. I can see everybody now. So yeah, as I said, we received the proposal in. It's roughly about 25,000. When we make the formal motion, I'll pull up the scoping proposal we got. I didn't know if anybody has any comments or anything on that.
I just have a question on the bidding thresholds, just to be clear that we're not required to bid it out based on the dollar amount. I just want to make sure.
Yep. So I checked with Mike Kelly, the town procurement officer. Architectural and engineering services are exempt from that. What are you saying? DPW typically executes these type of contracts at this level. So if it was materials or anything like that we were buying, once it eclipsed 10,000, then they'd have to go out for 3 bids. But because it's professional services, it's excluded from that.
Great. I just wanted to make sure. Thank you.
Yep, no problem. And so did I. That's why I had a chat with them a couple of weeks ago just to make sure. All right. So hearing no any other comment. Oh, Mike, I can see you with the hand raised now.
Yeah, just I guess the only question is, are we comfortable that we're not going to need any architectural updates prior to December town meeting for the updated article? That's the only issue, I guess.
Yeah, I think my thought on that is well, it's twofold. So the contract that we're voting on tonight is a not to exceed contract. So it's a ceiling of 25,000 or 25,000, whatever change.
700. Yeah.
Okay. And potentially they may come in below that. So there'd be remaining funds at that point, which we may be able to talk to Carl and see what he could do essentially for those remaining funds. So that's my hope. I did reach out to BSC Group again. I know some of their scope that they had on there had additional meetings and things like that that I don't think we're going to have. There was like 6 1-hour meetings and stuff. So I think overall the scope they gave us was high, and my guess is it's going to come in below. How much below, I'm not sure yet. But you know, my other question to them also was timeline, how fast they can turn it around. I haven't heard anything back on that, so wait and see.
Say hi.
Sorry. She's been tied up in a car for the past 3.5 hours before we drove up here, so she's a little rambunctious. But the other way, so that's the one take, Mike, on the architectural services. My other take on it too is leverage, in-house, Glenn and myself, to take the kind of floor plans that are already done previously by DRA and see how we can manipulate those and draw those or drop those on top of what we're doing. Again, just for space. But that's kind of my goal. I think the biggest thing is just get them started right now. All
Okay,
good.
thanks, Sean.
Yeah, no problem.
Sean, I don't
Yep.
know if you had a chance to look at the email response that I sent you, but I had just had a quick question about data retention.
Yeah, I saw something on that where I think they were saying they'd retain the plans for a couple of years. I
Well,
didn't find out.
they say that
Yeah.
the data is theirs and that they'll maintain it for a maximum of 3 years. And I just want to make sure that I don't know how long we're going to need it, but you may just want to say we need to have it for 10 years just to be safe, or it should be possibly, I mean, best case scenario is that it would be the property of the town of Milton, not of the vendor.
Yeah, correct.
That would just be
So-
one small comment that I had.
Yep.
Based
do you
on
remember
these things. Sorry,
Yeah.
where was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's is it in their recitals, basically the
I think
the legal
it's pretty
language?
standard language.
Mhm.
But those are the
Yeah.
types of things that I always change when I'm negotiating contracts.
Yep.
Let me see if I can find your.
And the other way too, Carrie, is, if we want, we can, we can revise these and I'll discuss it with the BSC group and make that like a conditional approval on our vote too.
I think
So
it's
we will-
Article 12 documents. And it says consultant will retain all pertinent documents for a period of 3 years following the submission of the final report. Such documents will be available to client upon request at consultant's office during office hours on reasonable notice, and copies will be furnished. So I would say that it just makes me nervous that it wouldn't be,
Yeah, yeah,
that's all. Just a silly thing about who owns it once we pay for it. Minor detail, it's not going to hold anything up or not have me not vote. I just would like to see us at least ask the question of why that's in there. Why wouldn't it be ours, paying for $25,000 worth of it?
mhm. Yeah, keep in mind too, I'm trying to think of, so the deliverables that we're getting would be a wetland, but we'd be getting the boundary surveys, which we're gonna need anyways, so. And then I'm just thinking the majority of the stuff that's going on too is actual physical work that's out there of, surveying the land, flagging and everything else, so. a lot that's there. But your point's made of, essentially whatever documentation they develop should be turned over to us.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're gonna be generating logs and there's gonna be, and they're saying that that belongs to them. And I just want to make sure that if we ever need to go back to it, how they arrived at whatever it is they arrive at, that we don't have a cap on it or it doesn't become really difficult to get to it.
Mhm.
That's all, just protecting ourselves.
No, it's good.
Something tells me in this town, you might want the information available for more than 3 years.
I would agree.
And
I
just,
would-
I think as Carrie said, and given the fact that this project will take quite a while, I think we may want to ensure that we have access to all those reports and whatever data that we may need to turn back to. That's a good point.
Mhm.
Okay. So, yeah, what I think what I might do, hang on one second. Yes,
Can I go to a candy shop?
1 second. Sit here. Sorry. A candy shop with their cousins. This is gonna be a fun weekend. Um, I think the way I might word it too is, just put, 15 or 20 years down there again, and just let them know, mainly because of the project that we're looking to use this for is gonna kind of go out a little bit, you know what I mean? So I'll relay that to them, and
Yeah.
we'll get it to revise.
I don't think they're gonna have an issue with it at all. If I'm probably certain that they've had this request before. But it's just, I am in the middle of records retention nightmare at my law firm. So I'm really tuned into those types of things.
Okay. Any other commentary or discussion from any of the members?
Sean, I have
Okay.
another
Yep.
comment about the DRA work. One thing that has yet to be planned, but may be coming soon, is that the Facilities Advisory Committee that hasn't met yet this year is going to be considering bringing DRA in to advise us on the engineering required for the installation of portable classrooms. And, it may be an opportunity for us to coordinate these projects and, yeah, I don't know how that might work, but if we're looking to, combine projects, maybe we can get what we need done for a little bit less.
Okay.
Just wanted to make you aware of that. And Selena and Betty are now on the Facilities Advisory Committee, and they'll be moving that forward and be meeting. And Carrie, you're still on that too, right? Yeah. So,
There we go.
yeah.
So we're gonna be meeting late September, and I communicated with Bill Ritchie yesterday. He's actually on vacation till next week, but he's planning on coming to our meeting prepared to talk about portable classrooms and the specifics about them. So Sean, if you're available, I was going to invite you to that meeting so that you could listen to him discuss it.
Yeah, if you could, that'd be great.
All right, I will.
Cool. So, with that, entertain any motions that anybody has for the approval.
Well, I'll make a motion to approve and sign the contract with BSC, subject to the revision that we discussed.
Yep. Revision of articles.
Do you need to write you want the amount included in that motion?
Yeah, it should, the amount should be in there too.
So Mike, I have it, it's 25,700.
Okay. So we'll add that as a friendly amendment.
All right. Do we hear a second?
I'll second it.
Who's that?
I think I said it first, but it's either
Yeah.
me or Betty,
All right, so
Carrie or Betty.
no, Carrie, you got it. That's fine. All right, so do a quick roll call vote. Now that I get the grid in front of me, it's actually easier. So Carrie,
Yes.
Betty,
Yes.
Selena,
Yes.
Mike,
Yes,
and Glenn.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. And myself, yes, unanimous. So yeah, with that, that was our only thing on the agenda. So entertain a motion to adjourn and then allow everyone to get on their weekend and enjoy their Labor Day.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
All right,
Second.
Betty. Second by Mike. All right, and once again, Carrie,
Yes.
Betty,
Yes.
Selena,
Yes.
Mike,
yes.
Glenn,
Yes.
and Sean. Yes, excellent. Thank you guys all
All right,
very
have a
much for
good
showing up on a
weekend.
Friday.
Thank
Have a
Have a
you.
nice
appreciate
long
it.
weekend.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
take care.
Have a good weekend.